हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। मेरा नाम महेश है और आज के वीडियो में हम सीखेंगे हाउ टू डिप्लॉय वीसेंटर सर्वर अप्लायंस। फ्रेंड्स, आज के वीडियो में हम वीसेंटर सर्वर अप्लायंस को डिप्लॉय करना सीखेंगे ऑन ESX होस्ट। सबसे पहले मैं VMware वर्कस्टेशन ओपन कर लेता हूं एंड आप देख सकते हैं दो मशीन्स मैंने कॉन्फ़िगर कर रखी हैं। फर्स्ट वन हमारा डोमेन कंट्रोलर है एंड सेकंड मशीन हमारा VMware हाइपरवाइजर जो कि एक ESX होस्ट है। तो आप देख सकते हैं VMware हाइपरवाइजर का जो IP एड्रेस है दैट इज 10.52, मैं इसको ऑलरेडी एक्सेस कर चुका हूं। लेट मी लॉग आउट फॉर नाउ एंड सेम IP एड्रेस पे मैं लॉग इन कर लेता हूं विथ माय डोमेन क्रेडेंशियल्स। लेट मी लॉग इन हियर एंड एज यू कैन सी this is our ESXi host 01 and which is joined into our domain. As you can see here, my domain is techamtech.com and that ESXi01 is joined into my domain. So now what we have to do, we have to create a new VM on our hypervisor which is ESX host, and we have to deploy new virtual machine here as a Vcenter server appliance. So here what we have to do, हमें एक न्यू वर्चुअल मशीन क्रिएट करना है जो कि VMware vCenter सर्वर अप्लायंस होगा। इसको कैसे कॉन्फ़िगर करते हैं मैं स्टेप बाय स्टेप कवर करने वाला हूं इस वीडियो में। VMware vCenter सर्वर अप्लायंस का ISO फाइल मैं आपको दिखा देता हूं। लाइक दिस इज द ISO फाइल, वेयर इट इज, हियर इट इज। in this video we will have to learn how to install and configure vCenter Server Appliance 7.0। सबसे पहले आपको किसी भी डोमेन ज्वाइन मशीन पर इस ISO मीडिया को माउंट कर लेना है। आप किसी भी मशीन पर माउंट कर सकते हैं जिस मशीन से आपके हाइपरवाइजर की कनेक्टिविटी प्रॉपर होना चाहिए। लाइक अगर मैं डोमेन कंट्रोलर की बात करूं तो आप देख सकते हैं मेरा ESXi 01 प्रॉपरली पिंग हो रहा है ऑन द IP एड्रेस 10.52 एंड अगर मैं IP से भी पिंग करता हूँ सिंपली 192.168.10.52, प्रॉपर कनेक्टिविटी है जो कि मेरे हाइपरवाइजर का IP एड्रेस है। एज यू कैन सी हियर इट इज 10.52। सो नाउ हम सिंपली ISO मीडिया को माउंट करेंगे ऑन, हम डोमेन कंट्रोलर पर ही कर लेते हैं। आप चाहें तो किसी भी मशीन पर माउंट कर सकते हैं, बट दैट मशीन should have proper connectivity or it should be domain into your join properly. Correct. So now as you can see here, this is the ISO media. Let's open it and go to the VCSA UI installer, then into the Windows, and we have to launch the installer here. So just launch it. So as you can see here, we are getting 4 options like install, upgrade, migrate or restore. So for sure we have to install VMware vSphere client. VMware server appliance or vCenter server appliance. So simply click on install. Now first we have to complete the stage 1 like deploy vCenter server. Simply click on next. As usual we have to accept the license. If you want to read terms and condition you can read for sure. Simply click on next. Now it is asking for fully qualified domain name or IP address of our hypervisor. So in my case it's ESXi-01.techamtech.com, which is my fully qualified domain name, or you can either use the IP address. Now I have to enter the root user password for this hypervisor and the password. Simply click on next. As usual it's a certificate warning, accept it. Now it's validating, it's validated now. So now we have to set the root user password for Vcenter server appliance. So first let's shorten the name like Vcenter server appliance VCSA-01 and let me enter the password for the same. Let me re-enter. Perfect. Simply click on next. So now it is asking for the deployment size. So for sure, as we are running short of hardware resources, so we will go with the tiny deployment, and memory required will be 12 GB. Virtual CPU, two virtual CPUs will be required, and minimum storage it should be 415 GB, and it can easily manage host up to 10 and virtual machines up to 100. So that is fine for our learning or for our training perspective. Simply click on next. Now as you can see, we have one data store or storage which is available. So as you can see, the capacity is 492 GB and free is 491 GB. So far we will be requiring only 412, so that is completely fine. Let me enable thin disk mode as well for my virtual machines. Simply click on next. Now we have to configure the basic things like the IP address and other stuff for our VCSA client. So it's up to you. Either you can use the IP address from Dhcp Scope if you have configured Dhcp Scope. Otherwise, you are good to go with the static IP address. So let me enter static IP address. For me, it should be 192.168.10.10.110 is fine for me. In your case, IP address may be different. So now we have to enter the subnet mask. So let me enter 255.255.255.0 as I am using type C IP address. And now let me enter my gateway 10.2. My DNS server is my domain controller. So let me enter my DC address. Perfect. If you want to enter the like fully qualified domain name, for this you can enter like what we have given. It's VCSA-01 dot techmtech.com. It's totally optional. It's up to you. If you want to fill, please fill it. Okay. Simply click on next. So here is the summary. As you can see, what we have selected, the VM name is VCSA-01, our target host, then the size, deployment, we have selected the tiny one, then disk, network, IP address, host name, gateway, then subnet, then gateway, DNS, and the port numbers. Okay. Simply click on finish. So after this, it will take some time to deploy Vcenter server. It's totally up to your hardware configuration. So what actually it's doing, it's creating a virtual machine on our Esx host here on Esx01, which is our hypervisor, correct? So how to verify this? If I go to here, and as you can see, it's creating new virtual machine, which is VCSA01. So let me select this, and this is not initialized yet because it's copying the data. So let's wait for it. It's not powered on so far. So as it's visible to you, it's 4% completed so far. So it may take some time as per your hardware configuration. So please wait for it. So guys, apart from that, if you have any confusion, any concern regarding VMware, regarding Citrix, you can always contact me on my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number will be there in description of each and every video. You can follow me over there. You can mention your comments over there with the error codes. I'm definitely going to review all the comments and I will revert to all of the comments whenever I will get time. But for sure, you will get revert of your queries. So far it's 10% completed now. So as per my observation, it may take somewhere around 10 to 12 minutes. So let's wait for it. Also, if you likes my video, please to subscribe my channel, share my videos, like my videos, because I've seen multiple audience from my channel. Those guys are just watching my videos, but they don't subscribe. So guys, please don't do that and keep supporting me. And I will be always there for all the core technical videos for you. Always, I will be there. And I'm really working hard to create that stuff for you guys. So I need your support. So as you can see, it's almost 70%, 17% completed now. So we have to wait. Okay, so let it be. In a meantime, let me open the DNS and let me try to ping the VCSA. The API given like 192.168.10.1110. Okay, so far there is no reply from that machine. Why? Because it's not powered on yet. As you can see here, let me refresh the console. Let's wait. Okay, as you can see here, it's still not powered on. That is the only reason why we are not getting ping from this machine. Apart from that, as you can see, a network is connected. Those are the partition, predefined partition. Two number of virtual CPUs are there. The ISO media, what we have mounted, and the storage, committed or provisioned one. So that is completely fine. So guys, basically, Vcenter Server Appliance is a powerful tool. With the help of Vcenter Server Appliance, you can easily manage all the hosts connected into your infra, and you can easily migrate the virtual machines from one host to another host. If I'm talking about the host, that means I'm talking about the hypervisors. So you can easily manage all the hypervisors. Doesn't matter how many hypervisors you have in your infra. Okay, so this is a powerful tool. I will let you know in upcoming videos like how to manage the hypervisors, how to create the virtual machines, how to create the templates with the help of Vcenter server appliances. So let's wait for it. Go back to the DC. So as I told you, I have used domain controller to deploy vCenter server appliance, but it is not mandatory. You can use any machine which is connected to your network, but it should have proper connectivity with your hypervisor. Means it should be on same network or same VLAN, correct? So as you can see, 35 or 34% is completed so far. Let's wait for it. No worries. I will be always there for you. If you have any concern, any query, please keep posted on the comment sections. I have no issue in that to check for your queries, and I will always be there to revert on your queries. If you have any concern, any queries so far, please let me know, guys. I know this session is going to be longer, but it's totally up to your hardware configuration. It may take time as usual because it's a huge ISO file. As you can see here, the size is somewhere around 8 GB. So it may take some time to deploy the vCenter server appliance. Perfect. So guys, as you can see, it's almost 50% completed. Buddy, guys, it's time consuming, so no way, we have to wait. Or else what I can do, I can pause a video, then again I can record a session, but again it will be time consuming for me to merge multiple videos. So not a big deal. I will take care as usual, and it will be fine for you. So guys, it's almost 64% completed. Let's wait. Okay guys, so it's almost 72% completed, 73. Let's wait. Hmm. Okay guys, it's almost 78% completed. So let's see here what is going on. Let me refresh the console and wait for it. So our machine is not powered on it. Let's wait to deploy the Vcenter server appliance. Step 1. It's almost 80% completed. Now it's waiting for the RPM installations to start. No worries. Okay guys, so in the meantime, let me show you my Dhcp scope here. As you can see, 10.52 the IP address for my Esx host. Here it is. And now what we have to do, let me try to ping that IP again. No response yet. So let's wait. Okay, so as you can see over the console, that machine is getting initialized now. So if I click on console, we are getting this screen, but at this screen we have nothing to do. Let's wait. In the meantime, let's go back to the domain controller from where we are deploying the Vcenter server. It's 81% now, guys. Let's wait for a while. Not for a while, it's lengthy installation actually. So again, it's totally up to your hardware configurations. It's almost 90% now. And let me refresh this console. Oh, I think it's rebooting, or I'm not sure what's going on. Let's wait. Okay, it's initializing or installing the RPMs. It's 90% now, 91%. Let's wait. In the meantime, I've already shared the videos for like how to join the Esx host into the domain. So as you can see here, my Esx host or my hypervisor is join into the domain, which is techamtech.com in my case. If you want to identify or modify the roles for any user, you can do that from this window, like roles. You can select the roles. Coming to the storage, this is my data storage 1. Total size is like 492 and free is 486. Completely fine. So our vCenter server is almost initialized. As you can see, the IP address which I have given to that vCenter server appliance was 10.1110. So now I can try to ping the same IP address and it should be connected. Correct. So now let me try to ping, and as you can see, I'm getting proper reply from my VCSA server. So let me try to ping with the host name. It's VCSA-01, and it will not ping. Why? Because we have to add one DNS entry for host name resolution. So I'm into my DNS now. Let me click on a host entry and let me enter VCSA-01, and along with the host name I have to map the IP address, which is 192.168.10.1110 in my case. Also I have to create a PTR record to resolve IP address to host or host to IP address. Simply click on add host. So as you can see, DNS entry is created now. Let me refresh this. And now let me try to ping again with the host name. So as you can see now, when I'm trying to ping with the host name, it's routing the host to the IP 10.1110, which is completely fine, and we are getting proper ping. Perfect. So now again go back here and it's 96% now. So let's wait for a while. So guys, things are quite easy to understand, but those core technical parts may be lengthy. Okay, so please do not get afraid. If you have any concern, any query, please let me know. I will always be there to fix or to sort out your issues. Perfect. So it's 97% now, and again we still have to wait, and I do not want to edit the video, correct, once it's recorded. So that is the only reason why I'm continue to recording. Simply whatever is going on, it's live only. If any error occurs, I will troubleshoot in front of you guys live only. Correct. I do not want to make you fool, guys. Like sometimes some of the content creator will do, like they just performing some operation, then getting some errors, then stopping the videos, then there was no troubleshooting was shared by them, like what they did. Correct. So not each and every topic is kind of play and plug service. Sometimes you have to struggle. So struggling is not a bad thing, but you have to come over with the issue. Correct. Whatever the issue, you have to troubleshoot, and it will increase or it will enhance your troubleshooting skills as well. Perfect. So never be afraid to troubleshoot. I'm always there. If you got any error, any confusion, just ping me anytime on my WhatsApp number. Okay guys, so it's almost done now, and we have also updated the DNS records into our DNS server. And if I go there, as you can see, I have used an static IP. I've used the static IP for VCSA client, VCSA server appliance, that is Vcenter server appliance. So if I click here on console, so you can see something is going on. Do not interrupt it at the time of deployment. And you have to monitor from this screen only. Okay. So let's wait to initialize the things. So guys, as I told you, or as I'm telling again and again, please follow my videos from beginning to starting. That is the only way to get things done in proper manner. If you skip, or if you continue to, if you skip, or if you are trying to perform the things in advance, it will never help you. Somehow you may be technical, but if you are following someone, please follow properly. It will be helpful for you guys. So as you can see, our stage 1 deployment is completed. Correct. So now we have to configure vCenter server at stage 2. So for the same, simply click on continue. And stage 2 is nothing. We just have to give some basic configurations or basic requirements, like how we want to configure the vCenter server. Correct. So as you can see, stage 1 is completed. Now we are good to go with stage 2. Simply click on next. Now it is retrieving the current settings of BCA server. Correct. Here is our server. So as you can see the console, this is our VCA server. VCSA server, not VCA server. Now let me go back here again. So now it is asking for time synchronization mode. So I'm good to synchronize my time with my Esx host. SSH is disabled for now. If you want to enable it, you can enable, but I will continue with the disable state. Simply click on next. So now it is synchronizing the settings. So now it is asking to create a new Sso domain. So if you have any existing Sso domain, you can join that server to that, but we do not have. So what I will do, I will use the default Sso domain, which is vsphere.local. We can change it after configuration, and username will be administrator only. And let me enter the password for this user. Perfect. Simply click on next. Now it's saving the parameters what you have selected. Okay. So configure ECIP. No, I do not want to join any experience improvement program. Simply click on next. And those are the parameters what we have selected. We have selected static IP. Then this is the host name. Then again the IP address of this machine, subnet, gateway, DNS, and SSO domain. Simply finish it. So after this, actually these are the final configurations, and we will not be able to modify all those configurations after that. So now click OK. So now it is configuring our server. So in a meantime, as I told you, what I'm doing here, I am just accessing my ESXi host, or I will be accessing my VCSS server from my local machine itself. So what I have to do now, I have to update my host file as well. As per my VCSS server. So here the IP address I have given to my VCSA is 1110. So friend, this is only required when you are trying to access your VCSS server from like from the machine which is not into your domain. Okay, so if you are using any domain join machine and you are having DNS server, this is not required. Okay, so actually what I'm just trying to access that VCSA or my Esx host just outside of my VMware network. Correct. So it is the only reason why I have made some entries in my host file. Okay, so simply let me refresh this console, and you can see our machine is powered on now. If you click on actions, you will get multiple options, like you can create a snapshot of this machine. You can launch remote console. You can edit the settings. You can set up the permissions, multiple things you can perform with the help of VCSA. Right now, we are not into the VCSA client. We are into the our Esx host. So configurations are almost done. And as you can see here, starting VMware HTTP reverse proxy. So guys, my question is for you, what is reverse proxy? If you know what is reverse proxy, please mention your answers in comment box. Otherwise, I will create a separate video for reverse proxy topic. I'm not going to cover it in this video, okay? But just let me know if you want video on reverse proxy. I will create it for you guys with all the details. Means I want to create a video with deep knowledge. It's up to me. I will take care. You just post your requirements in to the comments. Okay, guys. So perfect, guys. Again, it will take time, somewhere around 10 or 15 minutes. So let's wait for it. Waiting is always good for best result. That is completely fine for me, guys. So let's refresh this again. What is going on? Okay, in the meantime, let me try to access the VCSS server with IP address here, which is 10.110. Okay, so I think we are getting response from the UI. Let's log in here. Okay, there is no healthy upstream, so let's wait for it. It will take some time because we are in the mid, like not in the mid, we are at the early stage. It's just 22% completed so far. But yeah, again, it's totally up to your hardware capabilities. So in the meantime, if I show my task manager to you guys, you can see it's utilizing my 100% of CPU so far. So that is the only reason for delaying or for late, like for time taking operations. But generally it happens because, so far we are not using any server edition. We do not have Intel Xeon processor or, heavy hardware with us. We are just doing the stuff for educational purpose or for our learning or training purpose. So that is completely fine. We can wait. Why? Because we are not into the production. No, we are learning the thing. So yeah, it's good. So if I click here on the monitor, so as you can see the CPU utilizations, and you can cross verify the memory utilization, like how much memory is utilizing right now. And also you can check the disk utilization, the graphs, or the read write operations per second. You can also monitor the network utilization. You can see the events, like whatever the events are there. You can check the tasks, like what task performed earlier, like powered on the VM and reconfiguring the VM. We are reconfiguring VCSA-01, which is our vCenter server appliance. You can see the logs as well, and into the notification you will get the notification. So the configured guest OS blah 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 for this machine does not match the guest currently running on. Okay, anyway, this is the warning, no worries. Just ignore that warning for now. Go back to the VCSA server and let's see, it's 28% so far. No worries, let's wait. So guys, if I show you here, like let me open youtube.com, and if you can go to youtube.com, or you can type Citrix, you will get my video at top. Let me open my channel here into the playlist. So as you can see here, I have earlier, I think last year, I have created one playlist for data center virtualization for VMware. I do not want to play it. So as you can see, I have already uploaded multiple videos for data center virtualization for like VMware, BCP, BCP7 data center virtualization. So you can also refer those videos, and I'm continue to upload new videos. I'm working hard on those. So again, if you have any query, any concern, you can always ping me. You can always text me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is always there, like not in this video so far. Okay, I will update my WhatsApp number in my every video. Okay, I will manage this guys, because I think I forgot to mention my WhatsApp number. No worries. Let's go back to the domain controller. It's 34% so far. Let's wait for it. So guys, it's still 36%. Let's wait for it. So guys, as you can see here, let me switch the screen. So that configuration part is almost 77% completed. So if I go here on our hypervisor, and you can see VCSA 01, which is virtual server appliance for us, Vcenter server appliance. So you can see the host name and the IP address. So you can use any, like if I click on host name, it will redirect me to the URL, and from here we can launch vSphere client. So let's wait for it, as it is still configuring here, so it may take some time for first time. Let's wait for the next screen. So guys, for sure this video is lengthy, but it is a complete package for you, like how to deploy vCenter server appliance in single go. I have nothing changed, nothing modified, nothing edited in this video. It is a genuine video for you guys. Okay, so let's go back to URL. It's still loading. Wait for it. That is the only reason why I hate VMware Infra. If I compare this with Citrix, so Citrix is quite faster and quite lighter, quite smoother, because all the virtual machines in every organizations which are hosted on VMware Infra, those VDIs are quite slow for end users just because of old technology that VMware is still using. So anyway, let's see, it's 79% now, and let's wait for UI to load. So as you can see here, okay, I have already logged in, so let me log out here for you guys now. Then I will show you. I just tested before commentary, like is it accessible or not. So it's still on 79%, no worries. That is the only reason why response is slow. It's taking too long to log out, no worries. Let's wait for this. It's 81% now. Okay, let me reload the URL from here. Again, launch it. And here it is, still on 81%. Guys, sometimes things may be slow, but you have to calm down. You have to have some patience, because whenever you will face such kind of slowness into the production, so please have some patience and allow hardware to respond. Correct, because in production you cannot afford to hard reboot or to reset the things without proper or appropriate approvals. Okay, so no worries, I'm always there for you guys. Let's see here, it's still on 81%. And again it's remember my credentials. Let's wait for it to load. Guys, response is quite slow just because of my hardware. No issue in that. If you have better hardware, you will get good response. But I'm not sure why my hardware is responding that slow. No worries. So now, further, I will let you know how to configure the things in Whisper clients and how to add the ESXi host. Like you can add multiple EXS host into Whisper client. Let me try to log out from here now. It's 83%, and the reason may be that it's utilizing my 100% of CPU. That is the only reason for slowness. Why? Because rest of the things are proper, like 65% memory fine, disk utilization is 0, network is 0%. Okay, maybe my CPU is overheating, or I'm not sure what is going on, but no worries. Let me log out from here. So anyway, guys, it may take some more time. As per my hardware, it's responding slow and I cannot reboot my hardware in between. So I hope you guys have understood what we have done, and if you want to get access to Vcenter server appliance, so for the same, as I am into my hypervisor Esx Host, so when you click on the virtual machines, you will get VCSA 01. You will get IP address and host name of for that particular VCSA. that is Vcenter server appliance. Either you can use the IP address or the host name, the fully qualified domain name. Okay, so if I click on the IP address, I will redirect it to here itself. And apart from that, you can also use the host name. In my case, it is VCSA-01.techmtech.com. In your case, host name may be different, so please do not get confused. And let me see here, it's 87% now. Might be this configuration or deployment utilizing my CPU up to 100%. That is the only reason for the slowness. Let me go back here. Still loading the GUI or UI. Let's wait. Okay guys, so it's almost 91%. Let me go back here. Okay, anyway, it's remembered my credentials and responding so slow, so no worries. So as you can see, if you click on the the icons that you are getting here, like first one is for host and cluster. So into that you can add multiple hosts like ESXi host, and you can create the clusters. From the second one, like it is for to create virtual machine and the templates. Third one is for data store, for sure you can add the storage. And fourth one is for the network configurations. Okay, so basically this is the infra. And if you click on the monitor tab, you will get all the notifications or triggered alarms, task, events, multiple things you can check from here. If you click on the data center, so far there is no data center created, but I will create for sure, and I will let you know how to create data center, how to configure host and clusters, how to configure the virtual machines, how to add data stores, network configurations, then extensions, updates, how to update the server, multiple things we have to cover in upcoming videos. So friends, this is done from my side for this video. If you have any concern or query, please keep posting in comment sections. And friends, अगर आपको मेरी वीडियोस पसंद आ रहे हैं, so please do subscribe my channel, share my videos, like my videos. Thank you very much. And also, let's wait for this to complete 100%, but you will get same URL after that. Okay, but slowness will be not there. Okay, and after that configuration, your vCenter server appliance server, here it is, it may reboot for one time only. Okay, so thanks everyone, have a nice day, bye bye.